didn't even get to bronze.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Clash of Clans TV. In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to farm gold and elixir, and that's by using barbarians and archers. So without further ado, let's see some attacks. Starting off with the first attack, the defender is blue. So what you pretty much want to do is find raids, they're called collector raids, which pretty much means that all the golden elixir, or pretty much like 99% of the golden elixir, are found in the collectors, and they're usually in the outside edge of the base. So all you have to do is pretty much spam your barbarians first, and then archers. The barbarians will act kind of like a meat shield for the archers, and the archers will be sniping at the collectors behind them. And up until now, I only used barbarians and archers, and I got about 500,000 resources, and I used, I think, about not even 60,000 elixir only for for my troops. So when you do the math, that's a lot. You gain a lot of elixir using that, and even more gold because you don't use any to obviously to train your troops. So at this point, I already got most of the loot, but you know what? My archer is broken through that wall, so I decided, why not? Let me just drop my clan castle. I dropped it right in the bottom there, and my archer started going to that dark elixir storage, and that's where I dropped my clan castle troops. I had barbarians and archers as well. And finally, I drop a rage spell. Now, a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, you didn't have to drop that rage spell. It was kind of a waste." But you know what? That was right before I went to bed. I really didn't need the elixir. I only needed the gold and the dark elixir. So I'm like, you know what? Why not just drop it? I got some extra gold, some extra elixir, and I ended up getting about 600,000 resources and even 700 dark. So that's definitely worth it as I'm upgrading my queen at the moment. And on a side note, I also got 7 trophies, which will be helpful when I'm farming Dark Elixir to upgrade my queen. So let's move on to attack number 2. The defender is Saif. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly. But this is another one of those collector raids. As you can see, the collectors are pretty much full. And if you guys don't know how, but I'm pretty sure the majority of you do, if you want to know where the loot or where the resources are found in a base, just look at the collectors. If they're full, like, you know when they're full. You can just see that there's so much gold, there's so much elixir in the collectors. You just know when they're full. And when they are, and you have the proper troops, I mean, you can use any troops, but the best ones, according to me, is barbarians and archers. It's a fast army, it's easy to train, it's cheap to train, and it gets you so much resources that it's definitely worth it. So for this raid, I only brought barbarians and archers. I didn't have any spells, I didn't have any clan castle troops, I didn't really bring anything because I didn't really want to waste any time. The strategy you want to use when using Barch and getting golden elixir, what you want to do is just attack the most you can. Instead of going for finding bases with 400,000 resources each, try to find bases with 200 to 250,000 resources and only bring barbarians and archers. If you wait to request clan castle troops, wait to get clan castle troops, wait for your spells, it's not going to be worth it. Try to get in an hour, at least try to attack 5 times. That way you're going to get about a minimum, and that's really like a minimum, 500,000 gold and elixir. So think about it. If you get 500,000 gold, 500,000 elixir every hour, think of what you can do in a day. That's so many upgrades, and hopefully you won't have a bases rushed as the defender who's defending my attack right now. So at this point, I dropped all my barbarians. I have a couple archers left. I dropped them on the right side of the base there because they do have 2 more full collectors. I said I might as well try it. My barbarians start going at the wall, trying to get to that elixir collector, and I dropped some of my archers. There's 30 seconds left in the raid. You might be thinking, whoa, what's going to go on for 30 seconds? Boom, I get so lucky. They go to the left side. My archers go to the left side. They're targeting that elixir storage, and no defense is targeting them. About 10 seconds left into the raid, I get all the elixir except for 50,000. I let go of 85,000 gold, but overall I got over 300,000 resources. Definitely a good raid overall. Moving on to the third and final attack. And if you haven't noticed, almost all our defenders do not have shields, which means they are inactive. Usually when a person is inactive, he has a lot of resources available in his collectors. This attack is from Sasuke Uchina in my clan. If you did not know, I'm in Clash of Clans TV. And he had level 6 archers, I believe. Yep, and he brought his king and queen, clan castle troops, and a couple minions. This strategy is different than the bar strategy because this is called the BAM strategy. B for barbarians, A for archers, M for minions. So what you pretty much want to do is, it's the same strategy as the barbarians and archers strategy, except you bring minions where air troops cannot target them. Excuse me, where air defenses or defenses that shoot minions are not close. So you save a couple troops using that. So what he did was he just dropped some archers at the left side of your screen there to target that elixir store, those elixir pumps, and he's going to do the same on the right side and on the top side. So let's fast forward through this part of the attack. You guys already know what's going on, and I believe you know what you're supposed to do when using the barbarians and archers strategy. So at this point of the attack, most of you would stop the attack right there. You got all the available resources, but Sasuke decided to keep going. He had his king and queen going deep into the base, and the queen started targeting those dark elixir pumps. So he got an extra 800 dark elixir. He pressed his king's ability to try to regain some health, and then he ended the attack right there. He almost had full health on both heroes, and he got almost 600,000 resources. Definitely a good find.
Didn't even get to cross.